2, 1, 2, 3.
I don't want to join the club or anything. I just want the one car wash. I don't want to. I said I don't want to join the club. I just want to.
If you join the club now, it goes until the New Year as well. So it's not just for the season.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's only $5 a month.
Yeah, I know,
dare.
but I'm not. I don't live here, so I'm just.
It's good for any $5 car wash all over. Where are you from?
I'm from Oregon.
Fuck, we are not. We're
Oregon.
looking to open up we're looking up to open a
Sorry,
Portland
can you
location.
back up a little bit? You're getting blood. You're getting blood all
scream!
over. What the hell?
Scary?
The hell? Some guys.
I'm scream!
That's
Hey,
Jerry. He's the scream guy.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's,
Spooky?
But he's using a dry squeegee on my windshield.
Hey, Jerry.
I'm fucking rocking this thing. Rocking this.
Hey, Jerry. Why don't you dip that in some water?
I just scratched the shit out of this guy's fucking windshield.
I know. Dip it in some water. So you don't want the $5?
No, just
so
charge me. Just give me the $5
car
car wash. Yeah, that's it.
And it's $10 to go through the haunted car wash of terror. Ah, fuck! My teeth just fell out.
Yeah, that's here. Let me.
Sorry. Shit! They're going into the. They're going in. Oh, look, come on, the other end, much cleaner.
No, thanks. I just want the regular car wash. I'm kind of in a hurry.
I'm Alien Romulus.
Is the same guy switching into different costumes?
Yeah, we only have the one guy. We have a couple of different costumes back there.
He still has a scream robe. He still has a scream robe, but he's got the alien mask on.
Isn't that scary? It makes the aliens a little uncanny. Do they have
I just want just give me the regular.
Know.
Just give me the regular thing.
All right, one regular car wash, one haunted car wash, and the car wash.
No, I just want the regular car wash, please.
Oh, they want. Okay, well, just the $5.
Yes.
And you don't want the water to be blood?
No, I want it to be water with soap in it.
You don't want these sprinklers to come on Blade style and soak your car?
I don't want that at all.
I'm Harrison Ford in What Lies Beneath.
Oh, spoiler alert!
Wait a second, he's got
the
the
whole
Indiana
movie.
Jones. He's got the Indiana Jones hat on.
I'm the Harrison Ford in What Lies Beneath.
He's just the husband, though, if you haven't seen it.
Can you just ask him to just clean my windows? He's trying to put that jacket on. The leather jacket from Indiana Jones.
Jerry, take the jacket off. You don't need the jacket for this.
Da-na-na-da, what lies beneath? Da-na-na-da, what lies beneath?
Jerry, you're absolutely soaked.
It's
Go
the
stand in the
that's been
dryer.
on him the whole time.
Is that? Did you guys
God, Jerry,
make a whole?
Jerry is spoiling it for everybody. I got a whole line of car people. Everyone's
He's got a
honking.
new
They're all upset that
girlfriend. She's a lot younger, but his ex-wife he murdered in the house.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet. Can you please?
That's what I'm saying.
Can you turn it off, please? Can you turn that off, please?
Jerry, thank you.
Look, I got a whole collection
everybody.
of Halloween movies. I'm trying to.
Can you make? Hey, do you want to? Here, can you turn the iPad around in case he wants to throw a tip? In case you want to tip.
Oh yes. Would you like to tip Jerry for his song and dance?
To be clear, this is not for the car wash. This is a separate pool.
No,
the money goes into a separate pool. This is just for my song and dance for the What Lies Beneath song.
I collect 2% on those though.
Okay, you know what? Give me my keys. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. All right.
All right.
All right. What pocket did I put the?
You're not going to find a place more scary and more musically inclined than the haunted car wash of terror.
What? Hey, Jerry's digging through a box of stuff. Can you not find my keys?
Yeah,
Jerry, do you have his keys?
I put them.
Do you
I
have this
think
man's keys for his car?
I put them in one of my other. And I was wearing a jacket. I put them in, and I took the jacket off to put the screen gown on, and then I was digging through to find the Alien Romulus mask, and then I was digging further to get the fedora and leather jacket for the Harrison Ford What Lies Beneath. Damn, this ghost of my ex-wife.
All right, Seed, we'll call it there. That was Local Car Wash adds a haunted house option during the Halloween season from Certified Sicko Improv Pervert Freak Unleashed, Samantha Miller. Thank you, Samantha.
That was fun.
Welcome to Improv is Dead. I'm Tim Lyons.
I'm Dan White.
I'm Damien and I.
This is fun. This is, I think, our favorite time of year.
Yeah.
The Halloween season.
The spook. Yeah, this is what kicked off the spooktacular runs of all our. But I think this is for us. We should actually plug. Actually, I don't know if it's on the main feed anymore. Do we have Doug Gutt? Is that still on the main feed?
I think Doug Gutt's on the main feed.
If you are just getting into it, Doug Gutt's one of my all-time favorite episodes. That was one of our first. I don't think it was our first, but it might have been our second Halloween episode that we did. That one.
I don't even know if it was a Halloween episode.
Was
it? May
it?
have just been around the Halloween.
It might
season
not have been. Yeah.
It might have been like it might have been like this, or it was like 2 or 3 weeks away from Halloween. Because I remember being like, "Oh, we just burned a lot of Halloween juice on that." But that's one of my favorite ones.
And I feel like Halloween is a constant theme that we explore throughout the year.
Spookiness is fun. Spookiness
yeah, you
is
can
fun.
always look forward to some scary
but
stuff.
if you haven't listened and you're looking for a funny, spooky episode this holiday season, Doug Gutt, plugging it. Be interested.
Any
to
of the
see that.
spooktaculars, I think, are fun.
Yeah,
There's
they're all
one day,
good.
and I think where you're like a guy walking around with an axe in his head, and you don't realize that you're dead or something like that. There's just a lot of classic
sounds
characters
right.
that,
I don't know.
that we never bring back.
Yeah.
That we absolutely could. If we were a more smarter podcast, we would bring back some of these hilarious characters that we do. But you know what? We're always creating more.
We're the scary.
you know?
We're the scary podcast. We're not the smart.
I mean, just think about the guy I just did. Car Wash Dracula.
Oh, yeah.
What Lies Beneath? Scream guy. Like those are
Romulus,
classic
Scream.
characters you're never going to see
Classic
again.
characters.
Yeah.
Actually, though, I will say I pulled that Alien Romulus from a real life experience last night. I went to my first haunted house in I guess 4 or 5 years. I haven't been to one since I had a kid, and it was fun. It was a really good time. I was telling you guys before we jumped on, it was I'm slowly falling in love with certain elements of LA, and this was like a very LA experience where you kind of went and there was like this open field and there was a stage, and I wish I could remember the guy's name because he really did a great job. I feel bad that I can't, but it was almost like a Beetlejuice ghoul knockoff, and he had this very cheesy orange suit, and he was a great performer, and he sang real songs but put a Halloween twist on him. He sang Leonard Cohen Hallelujah at one point, but with a spooky spin on it. It was insane. He was so much better than he should have. He played for 2 hours, and they do it 4 nights a week. 4 nights a week. So I'm or maybe 5 even now with Wednesdays. So I was
actual Hallelujah, and he didn't change it to Halloweena.
Oh, that would have been good, Damien.
See, I should be
Halloween.
I should be out in LA, man.
Honestly, I take it back. It wasn't that good. Now that I know that was sitting out, he left that on the table.
He didn't like puns. I like the idea that he's I'm not doing any Halloween.
I'm not doing
puns.
puns.
I'm going to dress up scary. I'm going to play
they're talking
legit
to him. They're
music.
like, you have to do the pun. It's the song. No, I'm doing the actual song.
Yeah.
I'm not doing. I don't do puns.
But it was great.
Damien, have you gotten up to any Halloween shenanigans? Have you carved any
None
pumpkins
at all.
Or...
No, I bought these little blank pumpkin wooden cutout things from Target in hopes that I would sit down and paint them or something. A little craft thing.
Yeah.
But they're still sitting there, blank.
Well, you got time.
Yeah.
That is truly one of the oddest ways for an adult man without kids to observe the Halloween season.
I went shopping because we needed
paint.
paper
Maybe I'll
towels,
paint these.
toilet paper, and all that stuff. And I walked past. I was like, oh, I'll do this.
Yeah.
That is even still such a bizarre impulse purchase. It's not Skittles or a Kit Kat bar.
Carving pumpkins gets so sloppy now, especially as an adult.
Yeah.
Like with kids carving pumpkins, you're like, well, it's a fun thing. You're carving the pumpkin. It's like a fun thing to do. But then as an adult with carving pumpkins, you're like, well, I'm just going to get absolutely
just
sloshed and messy because I'm carving this pumpkin.
Scooping out pumpkin
I think I carved
guts.
a pumpkin like two or 3 years ago was like my last pumpkin carving. And I was like, until I'm doing this with somebody, I don't think I need to do this alone anymore.
No.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Tim, do you got any Halloween observation?
Things that I observe. All I do is kind of start watching spooky stuff around this time. I try and watch at least like one spooky thing.
Right. What's the spooky stuff you're watching now?
We were talking about how I'm a Flanagan freak, so I really like Mike Flanagan stuff. So I rewatched Haunting of Hill House, which
that showed up on my Twitter feed, and I kind of got into. I didn't watch it, but I read a lot about it.
Yeah, you watched through it. I think I'm going to go see Smile 2 in theaters. I think that's going to be my Halloween in theater watch. I really enjoyed the first Smile.
Oh, I was with a group of people last night who did not like it.
The original Smile or Smile 2?
The original.
They don't. Huh.
I know. Actually, that reminds me, not to cut you off. Did you have more you wanted to list? Was there anything else?
I was just going to call the people you were with idiots, but go ahead.
So I posed this question yesterday. I'd be interested to know your guys' opinion because as I'm sure diehard Improv is Dead listeners know, I am not a scary movie fan. I'm too much of a little scaredy cat. So I read about them on Wikipedia, but I don't watch them. But I do love comedies, and I think horror and comedy is very similar. And I'm interested. One, do you watch them the same way? Do you watch comedy the same way you watch horror films? Because that was something someone said to me last night where I was like, oh, I hadn't thought about that. He was like, yeah, it's like the same deal. You're like watching for the payoffs and you kind of like see if you're a big fan, you kind of see the things. And do you have a longer leash for mediocrity? Like if you watch a mediocre comedy, do you feel the same way as when you watch a mediocre horror film? Like, which will you be like, oh, yeah, I'll watch that? Because I will be the first to say if I watch like a comedy that I'm like, I laugh a couple times and I'm like, nah, it wasn't the greatest, but I laughed. It was fine. It was good. I don't have too high of a bar.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty similar. It depends on the tone of the movie, I think. Like if it's meant to be, I think it's just how well they execute what type of movie it's supposed to be. So if it's like supposed to be like a psychological, like sort of creepy, like Hereditary or something, and they don't execute it in that way, then it just comes across as like, I don't know, cheesy or predictable maybe. And I think the same thing in comedy where it's like, oh, they're going for like a buddy comedy, but they're just reusing all the same tropes and it's, with no real like creative spin on it. So I think it's the same thing with horror too. It's like, oh, it's a zombie movie, but there's nothing really like different about it I'm not a big fan of like just pure jump scare horror movies because I'm like, because they telegraph it, the bad ones just telegraph it so the music swells and then there's always like the fake ones that happen and there's like every horror movie that's a jump scare one is like you always have like the false jump scare where it's like, oh, someone jumps out of the thing and you think it's a killer but it's really someone's grandma or something.
And then the one comes right after.
Okay.
I think for me with the comedies, I think it's like jokes per page. Like I expect maybe to be laughing a lot more in a comedy, whereas I maybe give a longer leash to horror because they do need to like build things up a little bit more. So if I'm not laughing like with a comedy, or at least chuckling or I don't think I laugh out loud as much, but at least chuckling at something every couple minutes or so, I typically.
Well, I guess that would be my question. Like, if you watch a comedy and you're like, I laughed out loud 5 times in this movie. I'm like, that's a good movie. Like, that takes, like, if I'm watching it by myself or whatever and I laugh 5 times, is that kind of how it is with horror where you're like, I had like 5 jump scares in this movie. It was good.
Yeah, I think a little bit. Like, I always think of a good scary movie more in terms of like how I feel during it. Like if I am a little on edge during it, then I think that makes it good. a good horror movie, a good horror experience.
I've lessened my leash for horror movies where the protagonists are idiots. Where they're like purpose.
right.
The things that they're doing only are
But that works best for
and
comedy.
the things that they're doing in a horror movie, if it's just to propel them into a further state of, their own doing with like, a killer or whatever, then I'm like, well, they're only doing this because this is what pushes the story forward rather than kind of, whatever, subverting expectations by, moving out of the haunted house or doing something interesting. That's why I liked, like most recently, a scary movie that I really liked was Barbarian. With Justin Long, because it did do some of that stuff at the top where it's like, oh, these two are kind of being dumb, but then it takes a hard turn and completely follows a different character to a similar location, and then things kind of go from there. So I kind of liked the way the structure of that horror movie felt different than others that I had seen.
Yeah, I think it's just like a general writing thing where it's like if you can see the writing when you're watching something, I think it's usually bad. Where it's like, oh, they wrote this thing because they need this thing to happen for this other thing to happen. It's the same thing in comedy, too, where it's like, I'll watch a comedy and they'll completely forget about telling a story and it's only jokes. And you're like, wait, but you just wrote that part so you could get to this part. It completely takes
I feel
me out of
totally the opposite about comedy.
Really?
Where I'm like, if you have a good story, I don't mind some meandering plot lines that like, this is not directly on story, but like it's super funny. And then we come back to the story. Like, I don't mind that as much.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't mind that either, but I think there's always like a purpose to it, even if you think it's like a meandering thing, it's like, developing a character, like showing you something about a character that matters, even if it feels like random,
Well, that's like part of the structure too. Yeah. I mean, that's like part of the structure is like the fun and games element of it. Is like we have this premise and like.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was watching new, and I'll tell you what the title of it was off air. Just, but
I love this.
It was a comedy movie that I was like kind of excited to see because it looked like it had a interesting plot to it. And like the idea of it seemed really cool. And then I'm watching for like 20 minutes and they hammer home, like they don't give you any room to figure anything out up top. They're like, this guy's sad. This guy is lonely. And he tells you as much. And then they have this scene that's like 10 minutes of like a family meeting and they're laying out all of the plot lines. Like everyone in the movie is just explaining to you what's happening. And it's 20 minutes into the movie, so we should have already figured out who this guy is. But this whole family meeting is only there to like, they're like, well, we need to explain it to the audience. So we'll have this family meeting where people act like complete aliens. Like,
I'm trying
like
to figure
no
out
one
what
talks
the
this
movie
way,
is.
I know. Tell us what it is, Damien. We'll cut it. We'll cut it out.
It's that.
Oh yeah,
and it looked fun. The trailer like looked pretty funny, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And I like, I like some stuff, but I was like, "Man, this movie is terrible." Like just 20 minutes in, and I
watched it. It wasn't very. It wasn't. I didn't really laugh at all. It kind of felt like they had an idea, and then we're like, "Oh, now we got to make a whole movie out of this."
Right. Well, there was like no tension to it at all. It's like. And it's so like dialogue heavy that I was like, what?
Yeah. All right, we got to cut all this out because we can't be heard. Yeah.
No, that's good. Anyone have any scene suggestions? I think this is pretty interesting stuff.
I got one. Tim, you're explaining a restaurant idea to Dan. And you're just explaining this restaurant concept to Dan, who might be a future investor.
It's small plates. So similar to...
So it's tapas.
It's not tapas. Because everyone... It's a small...
So you keep saying big portions, small plates.
Yes. So big portions. So large in front of you, you have one... Basically, everybody kind of has a Lazy Susan in front of them.
Okay.
You know what a Lazy Susan is?
The spinning in kitchens.
You know
like
why it was called Lazy Susan?
Feels like you've used the word lazy Susan like 6 times, and you keep trying to get me to ask that. It seems like you just maybe read that fact. But why was it called a lazy Susan, Todd?
Well, I mean, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, go ahead. Seems like you really wanted, because I don't understand.
I was going to make a joke about my own mom, and then I felt bad about it almost immediately. I was going to say, because my mom's name is Susan, she's so lazy.
Oh, okay. So you were trying to tee yourself up.
Yeah, but then I realized that you don't know my mom, and
didn't your mom also win like a Nobel Peace Prize in like physics or something?
But like at home, you don't know her like I do at home.
Mr. Reynolds, your 2 o'clock just got pushed back. I just want to let you know that.
They pushed. They canceled.
People. They pushed it. No, they didn't cancel. They just are asking if they can push it back. So.
Oh. Do I have anything on my calendar?
Let's see. You have
You can't just use my computer. You can't use my computer, Jeremy. You should be on your
sorry,
phone.
let me just. Can I do mine?
Sorry,
if I just...
Can you get back?
I'm not involved in this.
Right, sorry.
Is this cutting into my time?
No, Todd. You got my full attention. You're my brother-in-law. You got my full attention. What? So, Jeremy, I'm sorry. Can you sync your phone so you don't have to use my computer every time you check my calendar? That kind of defeats the purpose of having.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have enough memory on the phone so it's not updating.
Didn't we just get you a new phone?
Yeah, but I downloaded Final Cut Pro on because I'm making a movie, so I.
Oh, you're making a movie? That's fun.
Yeah.
Let me hear the pitch. Let me hear it.
Well, hold on. Is this cutting into my time?
Give me the log line.
Is this cutting into my time?
This actually is cutting in a little bit, Todd.
Sure?
But this will be good.
Okay.
Sorry, you mind? Do you mind? So the idea is like there's this guy, right? And he's got this dream of like starting his own business, of opening like this restaurant.
Interesting.
And like the concept is kind of crazy, but he's gonna try to make it work. And it's like all these tables, everyone has their own like spinning like a
lazy
thing,
Susan,
that has the food on it. Like a lazy Susan.
Yeah.
This kind of sounds similar to the idea that I actually have. It's not a movie, but it is everyone has a lazy Susan in front of them, and then small plates on that with all the different food.
So just so I'm clear though, a lazy Susan's in a corner. So is there really? How many? Is this whole building like a? How does that work?
A lazy Susan is not in a corner.
I thought they were like a corner.
No, lazy Susan usually goes in the center of the table, and you can spin it around so people can get their food off it.
Okay, Jeremy,
you're thinking of an armoire. I think you're thinking of an armoire.
Oh, I'm thinking of the.
Quick.
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna Google this really quick.
Oh, yep. Sorry. Go ahead, Jeremy. Get on in there.
Do you mind?
Go ahead and look for me.
No, a lazy Susan usually is larger. It goes in the middle of the table.
Do you have a computer outside, Jeremy? Do you have your own computer?
Not with me, so it's not here. But I do still have it. It was an
iMac though. It was not a Mac. It wasn't a laptop. It was a desktop Mac.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, totally. But yeah, it's at home right now. I just needed to. I was doing some research, so I wanted to watch some movies on Netflix.
Okay.
So I
just
took
make
it
sure you
home.
bring that back.
I meant to bring it back,
company
but then
property.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I stand corrected on the lazy Susan. I always used it as I think it also doubles as like those cabinets that open in your thing, but apparently, yes, it is a circular device. I get it now. Okay. So now this makes sense.
Yeah. So everybody has one of those in front of them, but then also on that lazy Susan sits several smaller plates of samples from the restaurant itself.
Mm-hmm.
And so everyone's kind of trying the dish together as they spin.
Sorry, Jeremy's checking his checking account on my computer. Jeremy, do you? Can I help you?
Yeah. Sorry, I
just love to get the full pitch out so that we can
no,
see.
I get it. Yeah, and Todd, I want to hear it. Todd, I want to hear it. I'm really into this idea now that we got.
Yeah.
Jeremy, don't you have banking on your phone? Don't you have banking on your?
No, like it's Final Cut Pro is pretty much all I have right now.
Okay.
And it's still downloading, so that's why I can't really. Yeah. And I'm gonna bring that computer back for sure.
What are you doing paying $3,800 to Chicago Water and Gas? Your gas bill's $3,800?
I manage an apartment complex.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I got to pay all the utilities.
So you 9 to 5 as an executive assistant, and then you...
It was a gift from my
You
parents.
moonlight as
and I didn't know it was
a
gonna
real
be so
estate
much
mogul.
work. I don't own it. I manage it.
Oh, you just
so
manage it. Okay.
I just
You're just
manage
the super,
it. Yeah,
basically.
so
Is this your iMac or it says password protected and you've already put in 3 different passwords, so you sure it's yours?
yeah, it's definitely mine. Do you mind if
I can't wipe it
yeah.
clean. I can't format it if
I need
it's
to.
not
You know,
your
it's
computer.
mine. It's mine.
Okay.
You can't just go in there, do unscrew some things and do it, manually or something like that. You can't take out the hard drive.
No,
and
you have to
wipe
have.
it
You
like
should
that?
know the password or.
I do know the password.
Okay, well go ahead and put it in.
Yeah, hang on because it looks like someone changed it, I think. Damn it.
Sorry, sir. Do you have an appointment? You're kind of wandering around.
Yeah, this is kind of embarrassing. Is there anyone around?
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we're in the middle of an Apple store.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone, it's kind of.
I know, I'm sorry. I tried on these Vision Pro goggles and I can't. It's
Pussy 4, 3, 2.
This is insane, but I went to the Apple Store app and so I can't.
Exclamation point.
Are the goggles still on? I don't know if I'm in the store.
Yes, you are still wearing the
Okay,
goggles.
because it looks like I was just in an Apple Store.
Yeah.
So the goggles are on. That's why I was so confused, because I'm looking around, I'm going, who's talking to me? Because it's just an empty Apple. It's exactly the same. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm over here to your left.
Got it. So
You
I
should
just
see my avatar. So I don't actually look like a real human being. I look like an avatar. That's what you're seeing?
you look like a Navi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I saying that correctly,
That's
or
what
is it Navi?
I think it's Navi.
Okay.
$.
All right.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4.
so
Wow!
you don't need any help.
Wow! This looks just like the same Apple Store I'm in, except you're in a V.
Yeah.
Wow! How much are these?
That they're $3,000.
Whoa! Woo!
Okay, I'm in. I got in.
Who's saying
Oh,
that?
you got in.
It's
Great.
just it's a capital P.
Who's saying that?
I shouldn't tell you my password, but yeah, it's a
No,
capital
you don't have
P.
to. So you want me to wipe this clean as though it's a new machine?
Yeah, just get it back to factory setting.
All right, I'm just gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Do you mind backing up? Yeah. Whoop.
This is a urinal?
Sir, do you mind? No, it's
Nope.
not.
Okay.
It's,
I'm still in the room.
nope.
You're still in
You're
the
still
Apple
here.
Store.
Yeah,
in the
you're
Apple
right
Store.
behind me.
Okay.
You're right behind me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which just
You're in
tell
the
me if
Apple
I'm
Store,
hot.
in the Apple Store.
Yeah, I'm in the Apple Store in the VR headset, so I know where. And is it
Yeah.
the bathroom's in the same place?
Well, it's in the mall. It's out in the mall.
Does it extend that far, or?
You can bring the battery pack with you if you plan on purchasing
Okay.
it.
Oh, this thing's hot. Jesus! Ow!
Why don't you just
Burning
take it
my
off?
back. Huh?
Yeah, if you want to
take
go to
it
the
off.
bathroom, just take off the goggles and then.
Well, that's kind of why I wanted them. I wanted to.
Wait, can you not? Can you not take it off?
My ponytail got stuck, and my wife said if this happens again, that she's gonna cut it.
Let me see. Let me look in there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, wow.
Getting
Yeah, that's
stuck in shit.
really in there.
Got stuck in a gumball machine. Got stuck in a soft serve machine. I got it stuck in a pocket pussy.
Hon, are you home?
Yeah, what's up?
You're home, bud?
No, yeah, I'm just, I'm doing some banking stuff in my room. Don't come in. Fuck.
Okay, well,
Fuck.
dinner's almost ready.
Yeah, oh, starving. Okay, yeah, I'll be right there.
Okay.
Ah,
What's this?
God.
So there's a charge.
Yeah, just pay it. Mm-hmm.
Just pay it.
Ah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you okay up there?
Everything's good. Everything's good. Hang on, just
Okay.
gonna turn some music on.
I need to grab my phone out of there.
Yeah, I'm just doing a little workout up here, babe. Don't come in.
Okay.
Ah, my neck. Ow.
Should I leave? Hey, Carol, should I leave?
Ah.
Should I go? Or
No, he'll be out. He'll be out in a
Ah.
Okay, I mean, I don't mind if I just take a plate and just go.
second. No, stay.
What if I put more lube in it?
Hey, Carol, by the way.
I'm gonna have to jack myself out of this thing.
I what he's doing up there. Okay.
Tommy
got one too last week.
He's working out too.
Every time I
He's
jack it,
not
it pulls
working
my
out,
hair.
Carol. He's not working out.
What do you mean?
Fuck!
That's
Fuck this gumball
You
machine.
don't hear that sound?
What are you accusing my husband of
You
doing?
don't hear that sound? That's clearly.
Heard him working out, which is
Yeah,
what he
I
usually
know,
works
but
out
if you hear
to.
that whirring, that's very specific. Okay, that's a very specific model of All right, that's
What?
all right. That's the whole 42,000. Okay.
The gumball machine that we have in the bedroom?
No, not the gumball machine. It's a.
Hey, sweetheart.
What are you accusing my husband of?
Oh, hey.
I'm not.
Hey, what's going on down here, ladies?
Oh, hey, hi. No, we'll talk later, okay? Because Tommy has one. Tommy has one too. So
Has what? I'm sorry, what are you accusing my husband of right now?
he has. Okay, I didn't want to do this in front of you guys. I didn't want to make it awkward. Your husband has a pocket pussy on his hair. Okay, he's trying to hide it. He
What?
just curled it up.
Excuse me?
He just curled it up. See that?
My husband
bond
does
right
not.
there?
We do
Look
not have a
underneath
pocket
it.
pussy. We talk about
Yeah.
these things.
Look underneath his
It
hair.
would be on our
He's
bank
clearly trying to
statement.
hide
No,
it.
it's a ponytail curler. This curls my ponytail. I keep it. It's a device. It keeps. I just stick it in there, and then it curls it for me.
It keeps his
Oh,
ponytail
really? So-
hot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I curl my hair all the time, and I've never heard of this thing. So
Okay.
Okay.
So you know everything about hair?
no,
Dan, I think you need to
I
leave.
don't.
I think you need to leave my house right now.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Hey.
I think you need to leave. We made you dinner and now you're accusing my husband of getting his ponytail stuck in some pocket pussy. He was upstairs
I'm not
working
accusing
out.
him.
I
That's-
was working out.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna make myself a plate and I'll go.
No. Make yourself a plate.
I'm gonna.
No.
Where are your disposables? Where are
We
your
don't have
and
disposables.
your
You don't get
olive
the.
oil?
You're just gonna make yourself a plate.
I'll return the plate then. I'll return.
It's not
the
a
plate.
buffet. We invited you for dinner and now
Stupid.
you're accusing my husband
I'm
of
gonna
something
grab
that's not
this-
true.
I'm gonna grab this piece of chicken here. Okay, that's it.
Humiliating.
I'm gonna grab some piece of chicken, throw on some rice. Okay, a little broccoli.
Just trying to curl my ponytail. Okay.
All right. Yeah, sure you are.
I
I'm gonna
am.
Grab a
That's
soda
what
out
I'm
of the
doing.
Fridge. Okay.
Fine.
Do you have?
Just
you don't have pamplemousse, do you?
no, I don't
Is it just lime?
pamplemousse.
You just have lime? Okay.
Yes.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna heat it up too
What?
now. The food.
Don't put the tinfoil in the microwave.
Here, you want to heat up
I'm
your chicken?
not-
You want to
I'm
heat up your
not.
chicken? Here, let me help you with that. Go stick it in
Oh
there.
my god. See, look at his ponytail. It's not even it's not even
What?
curled
It's-
or straight.
Yeah, it's slick right now. It'll curl up once it
yeah,
dries.
it's
The lube has to curl.
ugh.
It's also so humid right now.
All right, I'm going to go. Thank you for the dinner.
Put your chicken leg
and
in
the drink.
my Put your chicken leg in there. It'll
I'm
heat it
not-
up.
No, stop.
Come on, just
Stop.
stick it in there. Just stick it.
Ugh.
All right.
All right, you know what? Screw the chicken. Here, you keep your plate.
Thank
I'm taking
you.
the LaCroix. Okay.
Fine.
See you, Carol.
See ya. Don't come back unless you're going to apologize to my husband.
I'll get this chicken leg out of this pocket pussy. Hold on.
What'd you say?
What?
So hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Can't wait to try this place. Yeah.
Okay, so it says each plate should serve 5 to 6 in a party.
Each plate 5 to 6.
Hey, have you guys been here before? First time dining at Lazy Susan's?
It is, yeah. That we
Great.
were, we saw it open up.
Who's this woman on the
thought we'd give it a
front of
shot.
your menu?
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. She's like angry. And
She looks like she's like,
That's Susan. That's my mom, Susan.
oh wow, she looks very accomplished.
She is a Nobel Peace Prize winner, but
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
she's also so lazy.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's
It's
grab
like
a table for
yeah.
you two, and I'll kind of tell you how the place works. So each of you in front of you has a Lazy Susan. Unfortunately, due to some budgetary constraints, they don't quite fit on the table, so they might be knocking into each other as they spin. So you're going to want to spin them at the exact same time when you
Wait,
are
I'm sorry. We
eating
each
so
have
that
a
they-
lazy Susan. So there's 2.
Yes.
It's 1 per person.
There's 2 lazy... Yes, there's
Okay.
2 lazy Susans. Well, there's actually 4 per table, but I can pop up 2 of these lazy Susans because there's just 2 of you.
Okay.
You each have a lazy Susan in front of you, and then you can order off the menu, and then we'll bring that food out to you. But don't start eating it until everybody has all their food, and then you eat the food and spin the lazy Susan as you go along, as you go through the menu of the things you ordered.
Okay, I got to be
So,
honest.
yeah,
The
so
majority
wait.
of those instructions as to how your restaurant work are completely self-explanatory. The majority of the explanation you just gave us is we order food, you bring
It's
it out,
pretty
then we all eat it.
obvious. Yeah.
Yes, but you're going to be
it's
spinning it in
kinda
front
how
of
a
you, so you're going to
restaurant-
be eating it at the same time. So it's a shared experience.
But it's not a shared lazy Susan.
No, everybody has their
So
own.
what's
lazy Susan.
what's the shared experience that we're eating at
Chuck,
the same
don't do
time?
this. Chuck, don't grill him like this. He does this a lot. He does this to every.
Yeah, you're eating at the same time at the same
Chuck.
pace with the same food or different foods as well, or it could be different foods.
So we're eating at the same time.
But
with different foods.
but
So
the lazy
how is
Susan
this
moves
different than any other restaurant?
because you have a lazy Susan in front of you.
It's just the
You can always
delivery
be-
method. It's just that it's the.
Chuck, let's just try it. Chuck, can we just try it, please?
I just
You
want to
don't have
understand what I'm
It
getting
doesn't
into.
all have to make sense
The
to
food
you.
also
You have
comes
to take
out-
a little
But
risk.
look at the side
food
of this
also-
menu. The entire first 3 pages are an explanation of how this restaurant works, and so far it sounds like every.
Well, then skip past the pages and
Okay,
get to the
all right.
menu, Chuck.
The food
all
also will
right?
come out on a little train that runs above the
Chuck,
the
don't.
seats.
Chuck, don't say anything, Chuck, please.
So the train will come. You'll order the food. Well, you'll actually go up to the conductor to order the food, and then the conductor will take your order. He'll load it onto the train. It'll cook, and then it'll come out, and it'll dump out onto your lazy Susan, which then you can spin.
Fun.
But you have to be ready for the train, because if the train comes by and dumps your food, it could get all over the table. So you need to be ready when the train comes, which is why everybody gets a little
Okay.
watch. All of it to watch. And before, everybody will get a watch that will sync up at the same time when the train is on its way. And then that way you'll know exactly
How long
when
have you
the
guys been
train is
open?
coming.
How long have you guys been open?
We just opened last week. So far, it's
okay.
been great. The reviews have been rave. So here's your watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so we sync up our watches.
Okay.
Yeah, sync up our time.
Sync up
Give
the
it one
watch.
in. We just missed the minute, so let's wait a second here.
It has to be on the minute.
It has to be on the minute. The conductor is. Our trains are always on time. This isn't Germany. Let's just. Okay, and ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sync.
Sync. Great. Everybody
Sync.
sunk? Perfect. All right,
think
put your
so, yeah.
you can put your order in with the conductor right here, and then he will put your food in the train, and then he'll let you know what time it's coming to your table.
We just have to talk to this little
Okay.
conductor doll, and then you just write it down.
Yeah. So talk to the conductor.
Can I just tell you my order? I don't.
Okay.
Well, you have to talk to the conductor.
Chuck, will you please just
All right.
do it? Come on. Have some fun.
Can I do the chicken pesto pasta and a Caesar salad and what is?
He's pointing at the red light. That means that they're out of the chicken pesto salad. There's 2 light bulbs in front of them, and if the red one turns
You've
on,
been
that
open
means we
for
don't
a
have it.
week.
We're
You're already
of it.
out of food.
Well, I mean, we had rush. I mean, you're coming in after the rush.
Right, we're coming in for dinner, so
Yeah,
you'd
we're
think
usually
if you're
pretty.
serving
We're usually
dinner,
pretty
you-
busy from like 3 to.
So does these
Or,
trains
like-
actually follow like commute hours?
Yes, yeah, yeah. So it actually might not be another train for like another.
What?
There might not be
Till
another
when?
train for
Till
like an hour and a
tomorrow?
half, so it might be a second before you eat.
Okay, you know what? That's an hour and a half. Can we get drinks? Can we get
I'm just gonna do the meatloaf. I'm gonna do the meatloaf, and can I get a Stella Artois?
Yeah, we'll do. Okay, sure. Get you a meatloaf. Yep, he's pointing yes to the meatloaf, so that's good. We do have the meatloaf, and then a Stella
He responds in the affirmative. It's not just assume that you have things.
Yeah, no, he has to
You have to
respond
ask
yes
the-
or no.
Yeah, Chuck, just let him do it, okay?
And then, yeah, do
It's
you want
part
a
of the
Stella?
whole
Do you want that in a glass or in the bottle?
Can I get it in a glass, please?
It looks like we
Are
don't
you
have
guys out of
any.
glasses?
I think we're out of glasses. Yeah.
Glasses?
Well, how do you?
We're out of
do you not-
glasses.
I thought
All right, they'll take the
you don't
bottle.
Wash the dishes.
All right. There we go. He's got it in the bottle. That's good. And for you, ma'am?
I'll do a Stella Artois as well. But do you have the 0 alcohol in it?
Looks like
Oh, it looks like we're out of Stella.
Oh, you
Guess
don't
I got
have
the
that?
last one.
Yeah, you got the last Stella.
Oh my god.
And shoot, I actually
what do
see
you-
it
what
coming
else do
out
you
on a
have?
train now. you want to run over to your table and grab that?
What?
The Stella's on the Stella. They put the
I thought it
Stella
was
on
gonna.
the
I thought it was
train.
gonna fall into my cup.
Looks like it's a little early.
You're always on time.
Chuck,
It looks
just
like we're a
go-
little
go
early
get
tonight.
it.
Oh
Chuck,
God.
go
Okay.
get it.
All right.
Just go to
Give
the
me a
table.
cup.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't have a. Okay.
Sorry about him.
they're just gonna drop it on the table, so just catch it so it doesn't smash.
Okay.
Sorry.
He's a big foodie. He does. He
Oh,
does
it's
it
open. It got all over me.
But yeah.
Did you want to try and replace it?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so why is this place called Lazy Susan's? It feels like it seems like it should have
my
some
mom.
train element. It's so much of
Oh,
the
my mom is so
theme of
lazy.
this restaurant is so much more based around trains than the Lazy.
Sorry, and I don't mean to be rude about this, but was this formerly like a sushi restaurant that had like one of those trains left over?
Babe.
It was.
Is
it was
that
called
why
it was
you're
called
doing-
Choo Choo Johnny's. It used to be a kids restaurant,
So
but we
this is
made
a-
it a little bit more adult. We made the trains run on time.
They're early
Got
now.
it. So it has nothing
There's
to
beer.
do with.
Well, that train was early.
Okay.
Not all the trains. Yeah, that train was early.
So this is Choo Choo. Oh,
Not anymore.
noticed
Now it's
the
Lazy
menu
Susan
looks-
because of my
I
freaking
know, but
lazy
we've been to-
mom.
Yeah. Okay. This isn't. But why does it? What's the menu? Isn't even Lazy Susan themed either. It's just regular food. I don't understand what.
But it's in smaller portions. Do you want me to explain how the Lazy Susan element works again? It's a little confusing. I know it can be a little confusing. The train sometimes throws people off.
No.
Yeah. You got to get through a lot of train logistics before the Lazy Susan even comes into play.
Sure.
And I guess I am kind of curious, if we each have our own Lazy Susan and our own plates, why did we spin this Lazy Susan? The whole point of a Lazy Susan is it shares things between multiple people.
Well, this place used to be a pottery studio, so
I thought it used to be
So-
Little JoJo's or whatever.
Choo Choo Johnny's. It was a pottery studio, which then turned into Choo Choo Johnny's, which is now Lazy Susan's because of my lazy mom.
But she did win the Nobel Peace Prize, correct?
And she is very accomplished. Yeah,
Yeah.
we love my
She
mother.
is, yeah.
But when she's off work, God, so
Yeah. Well,
lazy. When she's at work, never seen anybody work harder in their entire life. As soon as she takes the day off, God, she's lazy.
I guess, all right, yeah, I'll just have the deadbeat Susan meatballs.
Okay. All right, we got them. Good. That beat Susan meatballs.
And can I get a
Why?
Lazy Fuck Caesar salad?
Lazy fuck Caesar salad. Okay.
And can I get that with dressing on the side?
Sorry, apparently
Do they come pre-made?
there's no
They're-
substitutions.
Oh, God.
There's no substitutions, yeah.
Okay.
It's not me, it's the conductor. And for you, ma'am?
Can I get? Let me see. Can I get the pretending to sleep burger?
Yep.
And I'll.
My salad's already on the way over. She has
Hurry, order now.
Do I gotta go get my salad?
Can I get the?
Go get your salad.
let me
Get
What do I
Yeah,
put it on? There's no plates. What do I do?
You put it on the Lazy Susan. It comes on a plate.
I just gotta get the Lazy All right. Just gotta.
Yeah.
All right. I'm missing all of it. The salad just falling off willy nilly everywhere. How do I get
I
it?
don't mean to be rude, but is
How
your
do I? Ow! Ow!
boyfriend or
Ow!
husband always like this?
Ow! 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 Ow!
He just tries
His
to
ponytail stuck in the train.
Chuck.
I'm back in
I
the
told
kitchen.
him
The
to
thing
cut
took
that
me
thing
all the way
off.
back in the kitchen.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. He's my boyfriend.
Oh. Well, the kitchen closes in about 2 minutes, and if he's stuck back there, he's stuck
What?
back there for the rest of
stuck-
the night.
No,
Until the
really?
trains
You guys
start running
close?
tomorrow. Yeah, we close. When the trains stop running, we close,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately. But,
And you're off. You're off after that.
then I get off. Yeah, I get off.
Well, seeing as I'm free, I don't know if you want to maybe, I don't know, hang out
Yeah.
after.
Yep. Oh. The conductor says yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, guys, very fun episode.
Very fun. And we avoided a lot of the Halloween stuff.
We did.
So
yeah.
we're fresh for next week.
Very scary
We're
at all.
still fresh for the Halloween Spooktacular, so
Yeah.
that's good. There was actually a place in my hometown called Choo Choo Johnny's where the train came around on a train
Really?
for kids. Yeah, it
Wow.
was like a kids restaurant.
For
I love
kids,
that.
But not
So it is
for adults.
it is a real thing. It does
I
really
love that.
exist.
Okay.
If anybody else, drop it in the comments if you've been to a restaurant similar to Choo Choo Johnny's. I don't think it's a chain, but I do think that there are several restaurants that exist where the food comes out on a train.
Yes, I've heard of that before, for sure.
Yeah. Nothing to plug on my end. We're just going to talking about the Halloween Spooktacular next week, so tune in for that if you're looking to get a little spooked for the holiday season.
Mhm.
Damien, you got any live shows you're doing?
Weekly?
Weekly?
Just Thursdays, 8 p.m. with Downpour opening for Superhuman, and then 9:30 p.m. with Sight Unseen. And they do a student jam before then. So if you're a student at the Annoyance, you can come at 9:30, put your ID in, and get lucky. Play
Nice.
with some veterans. Yeah.
Damien, are you playing in that? Do you play in that?
Sometimes, occasionally, it's usually like two of us from Sight Unseen that'll play in it. So sometimes, sometimes I do.
Nice, cool. And then we might do a couple of live Improv is Dead live and Friends type of shows here in Chicago now that I'm back too. So be on the lookout for that.
Very exciting.
We'll see how it goes, and then we also might do some more. We got a lot of things in the works, so we'll keep you all updated. If you're part of the Patreon, feel free to sign up for the Patreon too. Patreon.com/improvisdead. Forgot we do need to plug that. For bonus episodes, our entire backlog, and give us scene requests that we do at the top of these episodes, and then on the Patreon as well. So look into that. Dan, anything?
Nothing from my end. This was super fun, boys.
Super fun. All
Yeah,
right, we'll see you
very
on the
fun.
next episode of Improv is Dead.
Bye.
See ya.